I'm Chris from Arcade Rescue 911. We're in a big hurry this morning. Stay tuned and I'll tell you why. So here's the deal. It's Saturday morning, March 5th at 7:30 a.m. We're going to take a road trip today. That's right, we're going to head to Louisville, Kentucky and check out the Arcade Expo. But before we go, we got to load up the box truck. My good friend Dave is picking up 3 games from us at the convention. We're loading up a Tato Toplander, a Time Pilot, and an Alien vs. Predator. So we need to get this truck loaded and hit the road. So follow me and let's go. Hi. 2. 1 day.
$50.
Thanks, man.
You been here before?
Yes, I have.
Cool. It's about 3 times the amount of games as last year.
Oh, yeah? It's growing every year.
It's grown significantly a lot this year.
That's cool, yeah.
But you already know how it all goes.
Yeah.
Same room layout.
Yeah.
Pinball tournaments over there. You get 2 free admissions with the pinball tournament. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, let's go.
So my name is Walter Day, the founder of Twin Galaxies, and you're at the Louisville Arcade Expo on March 5th, 2016, and I'm a big booster of Arcade Rescue 911 Plus.
All right, guys, we're going to walk around and kind of check out what's going on here, what kind of games we see, what kind of pinballs we see, and other stuff. So, without further ado, we have an Asteroids game here. I kind of started at the back corner. I'm going to work my way around. So, hopefully you guys can see this. Got a Star Wars Episode 1 pin, Revenge from Mars pin. Really, really cool games there. I've never had a Revenge from Mars. I have had a Star Wars Episode 1 pin. Those are the ones with the computer in the top and the screen down there. Really a lot of people here, guys, so I can't get a good shot in here. AC/DC. Black Rose, pinball. We got X-Files.
Thought at least of what they were trying to do.
Guns N' Roses pinball all there. We got a Deer Hunter here. No love for the Deer Hunter. Not a fun game anyways. Here we have a Raston. Tato game, 1987. Another Tato game, 1981. This is the Quicks. These don't look like they are for sale, nope. Oh, there's a Fix and Felix. Check that out, Gabe. Fix and Felix. Which one? Okay. Police trainer. This one is for sale for $450. Here's a 3-count bout. Neo Geo game for sale, $450. We've got an E-SWAT for sale for $300. Not a bad price. Here's a Gallagher multicade. Here's another asteroid game. This one is that for sale, guys? Yeah, $750 for sale. We have Marvel versus Capcom, Clash of the Superheroes. We have a Bad Dudes. The Marvel is not for sale. The Bad Dudes is not for sale. Here we have a Miss Pac-Man, original dedicated for sale. We have Off the Wall, not for sale. A Tetris. Looks like $425. Thanks, man. Yeah. A lot of people here, man. This thing's really grown. We have a Gorilla S&K for sale. We have not for sale on the Clax. Mando, Bingo, not for sale on the Bingo. Neo Geo with a 1 slot. We have Donkey Kong Jr. and a Dr. Mario. $750 for the Dr. Mario, $750 for the Junior Donkey Kong. We have a Golden Tee. Sports shooting. Carnival for sale, $750. Trophy hunting. World class bowling. Some pinballs here. We got a Big Hurt. We've got a Genesis. We've had one of these in our shop. Genesis. We got the pinball. Williams Flash. We have a Space Station pinball. Break Shot, Capcom, roller games, looks like the Back to the Future is not working. It's for sale though, $3,900. There's a Tapper back there.
It's an excellent game.
Yes, it is. It's not for sale though. Oh, that's from Zanzibar. Paperboy, another great game. Centauri Eagle, not a great game. Castlevania, Blastroid. Smash TV. We have a Mousetrap, Stargate. Gravatar. Poppin' music, I've never seen one of those. Have you ever seen one of those? I've never seen one of those. The poppin'? No, the poppin' music.
No, I haven't seen that.
Road Blasters, $500. Another Miss Pac-Man. Heavy Barrel, Miss Pac-Man Gallagher Reunion. There's a Hook. Got a Karate Champ. NBA Jam. Crazy Taxi. See how much NBA Jam is, Gabe. You can work. Well, we'll check in a minute. We got a Daytona USA 2. We have an Atari Exo football. This is for sale. Does not have a price. Yes, this game is awesome. Vapor TRX. Not for sale. Pole position cockpit. Man, this is a great turnout of games this year. This is Joust Cocktail. It's not working. Joust 2. There's the original Joust. Another Neo Geo. We have an Asteroids Deluxe. Millipede. A Dig Dug. Another Miss Pac-Man. Star Castle. like those? You like that? The vector screen? Look how clear that is, Gabe. Rampage. Expo Flux. Another game's Hang On for sale. Donkey Kong not for sale.
I was going to. No,
World Class Bowling. Little Cabaret Galaga not for sale. Got another pin there. Congo pin. That's a cool pinball. It's got the color of the MD. Metallica pin. Sorry about that. And we got a Robotron. And we got the Joust pinball, really cool pinball. Oh, they both drain. So guys, there's so many games here. I can't burn up all my battery and memory on checking out all of them, but I'm going down another road here. There's a Star Wars, not for sale, Space Ace, Dragon Slayer, a Tron. There's a Donkey Kong remix over there. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll check that out a little closer. Breakout, Pitfall 2, Play Choice. Great turnout of games. Again, this thing is like quadrupled since in the last 3 or 4 years. My son's over here playing Space Ace right now, so we'll check in on him. You guys, check out this Barcon. This is a really cool game. Of course, this is not for sale, but I got it. Yeah. So it's like a pinball that's reflected up in a mirror that you play with joysticks. So there's your play field down there, but it's reflected up on a mirror, and then your score is superimposed. Really cool. Kind of almost looks like a Moon Patrol cabinet. Of course, it's a Williams game. Really cool game. This game's been here at the Expo for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's, of course, it's never for sale. I don't know how many they made of this game, but it's pretty rare. So guys, we're in a room, there's a bunch of consoles here. You can see everything from the Dreamcast, Sega, PlayStation 1. There's a Sega Saturn, another PlayStation. Nintendo Virtual Boy 1995. We got there's a Sega Genesis with a 3D or 32X adapter. Panasonic 3DO. Atari Jaguar. There's a Neo Geo, the home version of the Neo Geo. There's a Philips CDI 1991. There's a Sega Genesis running the Fix-It Felix Homebrew cartridge. TurboGrafx 16.
I had this same one, it just felt like American.
Got an Atari XE. Atari 7800. Sega Master System. There's the original Nintendo. Got an Atari 5200. ColecoVision, looks like it's turned off. Got a couple Vectrexes here. Television. We've got a Honda Odyssey. Actually, that's an Odyssey. Let me correct myself there. And we got an Atari 2600. Check out that TV, guys. That thing is awesome.
Love this game. How do you play?
We can't play it, man.
We can
Get a
play.
cartridge. Drop it up.
Alright, back up. Alright, how do we play?
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
We actually should put the camera on the game. And game start. Oh, we're on.
I'm moving. Oh, I shoot.
Alright.
Oh, wait, is this dual?
Yeah. Oh, I just got
Oh,
you.
I got my controller like
Yeah, you put the button. There you go. Now.
Okay, I got it.
You need
You're
some
so
practice,
old.
dude.
You're so old.
This is like the first Call of Duty. It really. Like I got a kill streak.
Yeah, take care. Chris, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing good. I saw your post on our page, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, good deal. Good deal.
If you're gonna do any podcasting, man, I'd like to sit down for a few minutes.
That'd be fine. Yeah,
Plug my YouTube.
excellent.
He's filming. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yes, well,
Why don't you give a little plug, man?
hello, internet. You know,
That's right.
Yeah, no, I'm Whitney
This is
from
Whitney.
Yeah, I'm Whitney from the Broken Token Classic Arcade and Pinball Podcast, and we're here in Louisville. So it's
right,
good to
yeah.
see Chris and 911, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start at 7.
Okay.
We've got somebody that's gonna be sitting in right at 7.
Sure.
So stop in like 7:30, 7:45 or something. We can set you in. So I think
Okay.
that'll work out.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd
All right,
be
yeah, I'll
awesome.
do that.
Excellent, excellent.
All right.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think of the show, man?
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's every year, man. Bigger.
It's bigger and bigger.
This
and bigger.
building's gonna explode, man. Next year, I mean, they're gonna have to expand. You know?
It's gotten big this year. I'd say there's at least 30% more machines here this year than there was last year. So,
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's
every
great.
year it's grown up immensely.
Yeah. So have you guys brought any games down, or are you guys just made the track?
Yeah, we're kind of focusing on. You know what? I gotta say this. It's getting harder to find these games. Old.
Yes, it is, and they continue to go
like
up in
dinosaur
price.
bones.
I know.
So yeah.
I mean, I've watched the price on just a run-of-the-mill Donkey Kong
Oh,
go
yeah.
from $600, and now it's $1,000 or $1,200
yeah.
just for a blue one, and it's the games are just getting harder and harder to put your hands on.
I hope that these games don't plummet like the games from the 60s and 70s, the old EM games. There's no value in those. But the 80s games are still holding the value pretty good, so I'm hoping that it'll continue because, you know, in 20 or 30 years, having the same Donkey Kong man is going to be like a dinosaur bone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So it works out though. I mean, just to do a pan through here, it's significant. It was not. I know the weather kept a lot of people away last year,
Right.
but it seems like they have more than made up for it in spades. So,
yeah.
it's a good show this
It's
year.
been a mild winter.
Yeah, it has. It has.
So
It's
where are
worked
you
out.
guys from again?
We're right here in Louisville. So I'm based here in Louisville. I'm out of Shelbyville. My co-host Brent, he lives here in Louisville. So this is our home show. So
All right, awesome.
yeah.
Is I'm trying to think. It's Edward Lutz. Is he here?
Edward Lutz is here. Yes. Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen him
here.
yet.
I know he's milling about. So I've seen him
He has a
two or
big
three times.
afro or the clothes?
No, he's cut it down a little bit this year.
all right,
So
awesome.
he's taken man.
Maybe I didn't recognize
No,
him.
he's taken Manfro and he's shrunk it down by like 4x. So I mean, it's still a little Manfro going on, but nowhere near like it was last year. Yeah,
awesome.
Edward's good people. Man.
All right, man. Well, good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you
All right,
guys.
thank you.
Yeah, bye, internet.
Bye-bye. So guys, in this room here we have the vintage computers on display. TI, we got Commodore stuff, Commodore 64. We've got the Apple, the Atari, is that the 800? Atari 800. Some more Commodore stuff boxes. We've got a Atari 800 XL. Atari 1200 XL. Amstrad. The old Tandy computer.
You got some lumps left.
Apple II. Dot matrix printer. Another old PC there. We got some GameCube tournament going on here. We got Doom up here. Maybe he's at Doom. Or Duke Nukem. We got a Melee on GameCube. This might be Unreal Tournament playing here.
Look, you see that? No, did you see that? No, that he's here. Watch him go through the guys. Oh, I pray.
Other guys who were good, knowing that Rick in Canada was good, knowing that he was on my heels. What you saw me do right there was what we call perfect patterns. I actually played purposely without patterns because I wanted to do something that somebody else couldn't repeat. Even though they would repeat it later, they wouldn't be able to repeat it as I did. They wouldn't play the most difficult manner there was without patterns, which is far, far more difficult. For example, Miss Pac-Man is without patterns. It's simply game control. And so I did that then, sort of a preemptive strike, in order to always keep me ahead of the crowd. Probably Rick could do it without patterns, although he hasn't, he probably could, and the other guys could not. They've all done it based upon what they've learned from Rick or myself.
Here's what's very interesting about the legacy of these old arcade coin-op games that we all have, that we all love, and that's why we're here, is that they have a greater shelf life and a greater legacy going into the future than maybe you even realize. For instance, Donkey Kong is a high score. Its high score has now reached 1,190,000 points. And that's very, very significant. It's so high that for the other top Donkey Kong players in the world to even beat that, they'll have to play hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of games before they finally put everything together and break the world record. And because of that huge investment of time and effort and energy, most of them, their wives are not going to like that. You know, their families are not going to like that. And it can interfere with their lifestyle, their jobs, maybe even their sanity or something. So some of these scores are going to stall, not go any higher for a long time. But because these games, these old arcade games, are so incredible and the gameplay is so good, that they are always going to be part of our culture.
And so I finally thought, gee, I could ask the questions. I said, geez, at the end of the game, when this happens on the split screen and that happens, what, you know, and I asked them a question, and they all looked back and forth at each other, and they said, they all spoke in Japanese and came back the interpretation. Well, Mr. Mitchell, we have no idea. You know far more about Pac-Man than we know. And I said, oh, and I guess I should have paid better attention, because it just made me fire another question at him. And they went back and forth and they talked about it, and the interpreter shrugged his shoulders and says, Mr. Mitchell, we have no idea. We never thought scores like this possible. And I said, oh, so then they had a question. And it became clear to me, for 2 hours I sat there fielding questions from them to me about video games. So that's why I say that was the absolute highest point in my illustrious career, that I could sit there and I could be in that seat and have those big shots fielding questions this way. I mean, that was truly, truly unbelievable. When I went, Walter went there, I got a first class plane ticket. And first class to Tokyo and back. I mean, the guy was the kindest guy you'd ever met. Walter took 2 days to get there. 2 days. He had a flight, he got bumped, he got canceled, and everything else. He finally arrived there. But the fact of the matter is, when I got there, they were ready. I says, geez, what kind of car am I gonna get in? Everybody's this tall. And I go out and I get to the car. They had removed the front seat of the car for me to sit in the back so that I'd have enough room to sit. There was a lot of stories like that. And there was probably 100,000 people at the Tokyo Game Show. There was me and 2 other Americans, and that was it. And I'd walk around, and I'm walking with people this big. And as I walked, I didn't have any security, nothing. It was crazy. And the crowd would just part. I felt like I was Hulk Hogan walking to the ring or something like that. And so, well, come back.
My name's Chris Cruz.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
All right. There it is. What's your name?
My name's Phil.
Hi, Phil. Nice to
Good
meet
to meet you. Yeah. Sky Cursor's a huge project.
Yeah.
So tell us how this thing started.
About 2 years ago, maybe even a little longer ago, Phil started working on a game actually on a Raspberry Pi.
Nice.
And it was the first time, I had a close friend who was working on making a game. And I had been doing pixel art since I was a kid, and I was like, hey, you should let me do all the art for it. And
Nice.
so we started working together, and then we met a friend, Brad. Well, we had known of a friend named Brad who we worked with, and he is an amazing programmer. And he jumped in and started helping us kind of really kickstart things, and it snowballed into what we're at today.
So then are you guys, so this is a prototype or is this ready to be sold?
This is ready to be sold to, it is a prototype, but it is ready to be sold to arcade operators. Right now
Okay.
we're not selling to home collectors because it's not quite ready for that yet.
Sure,
but it's on the floor in 8 arcade locations right now, including Galloping Ghost, which is the world's largest arcade, so we're thrilled to be there. And that there's a lot of locations in the Midwest, and we're kind of slowly starting to expand out of, we're in Indianapolis, we're starting to expand out of that space right now. But the goal is to get out to the arcade operators, and then once we're ready, move to the home market arcade collector and start selling to them as well.
Awesome. So now is your game sold as a kit or is it a complete cabinet?
You can do one or the other. It's completely open-ended. So, Phil,
Okay.
you want to walk through that?
Sure. So kit, just like a normal conversion kit for any dead wood that you might have out there.
Sure.
And includes the box that plays the game. The box is fully JAMA compatible. Power, sound, controls, video, coin mech, all over the JAMA connector, just like a normal cab.
Right.
And comes with the marquee, control panel overlay, and then side art. So that all comes as a kit. We ship it off to you, and then you can apply it to any. Typically, a Dynamo style cabinet would probably be the best kit for it, most recommended for it. But yeah, so as a kit, and then a dedicated machine. We go find a Dynamo cabinet. We'll outfit it with refurbished monitor. We'll do the control panel overlay. So it's basically just us doing a really, really nice conversion for whoever wants one.
Awesome. I mean, it's good. I got to say, I like the fact that we're getting, we're kind of trying to bring the whole arcade scene kind of full circle.
Right.
And I really feel like, well, this is probably the 5th year I think in this. The Arcade Expo's been in this building, but I've seen the growth, and then with our Arcade Rescue, I've seen the growth, and now with you guys doing what you're doing, it's kind of bringing, the younger generation back into, what we could experience as a kid.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what you're doing, taking these games and bringing them back to life, the ones that have been kind of beaten down, I see you guys do all that restoring work. I mean, that's a huge contribution to the community too, it's like those things would potentially just rot away if somebody didn't pick them up and make them nice again. So I mean, it's just cool because we're not trying to make a bunch of money. In fact, we have lost a ton of money doing this, but at the same time, it's like we're contributing to that community of arcade owners and collectors and operators and fans, that I feel like it's starting to boil over, what I mean? Like starting to really grow. Like, I mean, people are really, the arcade scene is really starting to explode, it feels like, again, right?
Yeah. So if we want to play this and we live in Louisville, where can we do it besides here? Anywhere?
So in Louisville, oh man, we don't have a location yet in Louisville, unfortunately.
Indianapolis?
We have a location in Indianapolis. We're actually can have
in
Evansville.
Okay,
At
nice.
an arcade that's opening there. We're 3 locations in Chicago, which is
Okay.
Galloping Ghost being one, Underground Retrocade, and Logan Arcade. Those are all beautiful
Logan
arcades.
is cool, yeah.
Really cool places. We're in a lot of other locations. We're out in Utah, for example, but in the Midwest, Chicago's really your best bet because we have the 3 locations there.
Sure.
We'd love to get into Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Love to get into
Awesome.
Columbus. So we're taking a couple trips down to Cincinnati and talk to
Scouting.
scout
Yeah.
things around.
Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of you guys?
There's any number of ways. We've got all the social media stuff now, so we've got Facebook, Twitter, and even Instagram.
Sky Cursor just on Twitter,
type
on
it.
Instagram.
Just
type
blow
in
it up.
Sky
It's on the
Cursor, we're
computer.
right
We'll find
Yep.
you.
Should be easy to find.
Skycursor.com, and then we kind of have a slightly confusing email address. It's dev, D-E-V, like developer,
Okay.
but just dev, D-E-V, at skycursor.com.
And that forwards to all 3 of us, so
Oh,
we'll all
nice.
see it. Yeah.
We need to change it to something kind of like hello at skycursor.com.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. That's
Well,
dev time we don't have.
Someday we'll have to get together and have a competition in.
Yeah.
You know, maybe bet a couple bucks or a beer or something, right?
Sure thing, man. Sure
All right,
thing.
guys. Hey, thank you, man.
It's
thank
super
you.
nice to meet you.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for the time.
Billy Mitchell, video game player of the century, telling you never to surrender, never, because the game is not over.
So what did y'all think of the Expo? I know we had a great time. We just had some dinner. We've got about a 2-hour drive to head home. So we're gonna crank up the radio and set the cruise control. We'll see you soon. So guys, we're back from the arcade convention. We had an awesome time. We got to see many of our old friends, and we met many new friends tonight. Unfortunately, we did not have the time to stick around to do the podcast with Whitney at the Broken Token. So Whitney, if you're watching this video, give us a call and we'll set something up for another date and time. I want to say special thanks to Billy Mitchell and Walter Day. Guys, it's been a long night. I am super tired, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to remind everybody, if you like what we're doing, hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to send comments or viewer email, send those to arcade911@comcast.net. Thanks for riding along with us, and remember, game, not over.
What's up? You got to be like in the picture.
Oh, I got to be in the picture? Okay.